discussing about introduction to three-dimensional geometry, right? In our previous session, we have solved the exercise problems. Now today in this session 3, we are going to study about the section formula and the problems related to this section formula. Okay? Section formula. So how we are going to derive this section formula? Let us consider a space that is, it's going to be Z, Y and X. Let us draw the lines. And let this be what? Just a second, we'll draw it like this. So this is, we are going to divide internally and externally. Okay. If so, we got this as 0. Let this be P. And we have Q. Let us name this R. L, M and N. Let this be M and let this be N. So what we are doing now? We are dividing. So just this is P and this is S. What we have considered? We have considered PQ and LM. How they are? This PL, RN and QM, they are perpendicular to this x-axis. Then what all we have here is, let these two, let two given points be. Now let us consider two given points, that is P of x1, y1, z1 and Q of x2, y2 and z2. Let these be, that is P of x1, y1, z1 and Q of x2, y2, z2. Let they be 2 points. Okay. And let R of x, y, z divide PQ in the ratio m is to n respectively. Let us consider one more point, that is R of x, y and z, which is dividing PQ externally. In what ratio? In the ratio m is to n respectively. Here R, that point is dividing the line PQ externally. Okay, what it is doing? It is dividing the line PQ externally. That too in what ratio? In the ratio m is to n. Now what we have done is, we have drawn PL, QM and RN perpendicular to which plane? To this XY plane. Then obviously what is going to happen? These line, that is PL, this PL, it is parallel to RN and RN is parallel to QM. All these three lines are parallel to each other. If so, what is going to happen? The points L, M and N which lie on a line which is the intersection of the plane containing, means these points which are lying on the plane P, L, M and N. These lines, what they are doing? They are having a plane containing PL, RN and QM with the XY plane. So, through the point R, what we are going to do is, we have drawn a line ST parallel to line LM. See, through a point R, what we have done? We have drawn a line ST which is parallel to LM. From this point R, draw a line ST which is going to be parallel to LM. If so, what we are going to get? If we are going to draw this line parallel, then the line ST will intersect the line LP externally at the point S and the line MQ at T. It has joined here externally at S and here on QM at T. So how we are going to derive this? Here we are going to get two parallelograms. Which are those two parallelograms, or which are those two quadrilaterals? Here we have two quadrilaterals as LNRS and we have NMTR, that is LNRS. This is N, R. Yes, this is one of the quadrilateral, and N, M, Q, R. This is going to be the another quadrilateral. We have here two quadrilaterals. Then what is going to happen? We also have then the triangles PSR and QT are similar triangles. Which are those triangles? PSR and QTR. These both are similar triangles. If they are similar triangles, how we can write? We can write M divided by N. What is M actually? Here we have M as PR divided by QR. See, this PR it is M and QR it is N. So how we can write M by N? We can write that as PR divided by QR. Then how we can write this PR? That PR, it can be written as SL minus PL. That PR can be written as, how we can write that? SP divided by, first let us write PR as SP divided by QT. SP divided by QT. Why? This PR, this will be equal to SP, and QR, this will be equal to ST. Now how we can write this SP? This SP can be written as PL, that is SL minus PL. See, subtract SL minus PL is going to give me SP. The same way, how can I write QT? This QT can be written as QM minus TM. How we can write that? QM minus TM. So this SL, how can I write this SL? Since that can be written as NR minus PL. NR minus PL. What this? SP can be written as NR. Why? Because it is a quadrilateral. The same way, QM divided by QM minus TM, that can be written as QM minus NR. QM minus NR. See, TM, this will be equal to what? This will be equal to NR. Why? These are the quadrilaterals, and therefore we can write it like this. Then how we can further simplify? NR minus PL divided by QM minus NR. What we can write here? We can write that as Z minus Z1 divided by, on simplifying what I'll get? I'll get that as Z2 minus Z. What we got? Z2 minus Z. So, for the axis Z, how we can write? For Z, we can write that as M into Z2. That is, Z will be equal to M into Z2 plus N into Z1 divided by M plus N. On simplifying this equation, how I'll get? Here we have M divided by N. So on simplifying for Z, we are going to get that as M into Z2 plus N into Z1 divided by M plus N. This is for the Z coordinate. And what about the X and Y coordinates? For X, we can write as M into X2 plus N into X1 divided by M plus N. And for Y, we can write as M into Y2 plus N into Y1 divided by M plus N. So what are the coordinates? They are, how we can write? We can write that as M into X2 plus N into X1 divided by M plus N. And again we can write that as M into Y2 plus N into Y1 divided by M plus N. And the other one is M into Z2 plus N into Z1 divided by M plus N. This is when the point R divides internally. So what about the external points? What if R divides the line segment internally? Okay, see, we got this for what equations? We got this for when this R is going to divide PQ internally. What happens if R, it is going to divide PQ externally? In place of plus N, replace by minus N. If R divides PQ externally in the ratio m is to n, what we are going to do? Replace n, that is replace n by minus n. So this is when r has divided internally. The same way for externally, what we are going to write? M into x2 minus n into x1 divided by m minus n. Okay, then I am going to get that as m into y2 minus n into y1 divided by m minus n. So next again we are going to get that as m into z2 minus n into z1 divided by m minus n. What it is? This is when r divides this point PQ externally. So we have found those coordinates when r divides PQ internally and externally. What happens if r is the midpoint? So see, if r is going to be the midpoint, then m is to n, how we are going to do? If r is the midpoint where m is to n, that is m divided by n, if it is 1 by 1, if the ratio is 1 is to 1, or how we can write? Or we can write m is to n, this ratio is equals to 1 is to 1. Then how we are going to write this? For x coordinates, we are going to write that as x1 plus x2 by 2. For y coordinates, it is going to be y1 plus y2 by 2. And for the z coordinates, it's going to be z1 plus z2 by 2. When this is possible? When the r divides PQ equally. That is m is to n. If r is the midpoint, the ratio m is to n will be equal to 1 is to 1. This is when r divides internally. This is when the point r divides PQ externally. And this is when r is the midpoint. And we have one more thing, the coordinates of r which divides PQ in the ratio k is to 1. That is, what happens if it divides? What we are going to get here is, when r divides PQ in the ratio k is to 1, right? So what is going to be our formula when it is going to be in the form of k is to 1? What we obtain? That is, we are going to take, on taking k is equals to m by n, we are going to get the coordinates as k into x2 plus x1. It's going to be divided by 1 plus k. Again, k into y2 plus y1 divided by 1 plus k, and k into z2 plus z1 divided by 1 plus k. These are going to be the coordinates when the point r divides PQ in the ratio k is to 1. When we are going to use this, we are going to use it for the purpose of problems. When we are solving problems, we are going to use it. So in the section formula, what all we get? We get 4 different coordinate systems. That is, when r divides PQ internally, we are going to get that as m into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n, m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n, and m into z2 plus n into z1 divided by m plus n. The same way, if r divides PQ externally, what we are going to get? We are going to get that as m into x2 minus n into x1 divided by m minus n, m into y2 minus n into y1 divided by m minus n, and m into z2 minus n into z1 divided by m minus n. This is when r is the midpoint, that is in the ratio 1 is to 1. These are the x, y and z coordinates. The same way, when r divides PQ in the ratio k is to 1, we are going to get these coordinates. This is all about the section formula. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to solve a few problems related to this section formula. Okay. Let us start solving one by one. That is exercise 12.3. Exercise 12.3. What is the first question given? The first question is find the coordinates of the point. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points -2, 3, 5 and 1, -4, 6 in the ratio, first one among that is 2:3 internally, and the second one they have given is 2:3 externally. 2:3 externally. So let us start solving. Let us first understand what is the given question. See what they have given. We need to find the coordinates of the point. Which point? Which is going to divide these 2 points, that is P and Q, first internally and then externally. Let us start solving. Okay. What we are going to do? Let us consider the point P as -2, 3, 5 and Q as 1, -4, 6. Okay. So it's going to be x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. Right? Let us write down. And what they have given? They have given for the first one as 2:3 internally. Right, here they have given m:/n. Let us write first. X1 is -2, y1 is 3 and z1 is 5. Next here, x2 is equals to 1, y2 is equals to -4 and z2 is equals to 6. They have given the ratio m:/n, where the value of m is 2 and value of n is 3. That is m is equals to 2 and n is equals to 3. They have said in the ratio 2:3 internally. Right. So what will be the coordinates? How we are going to write if it is internally? We are going to write that as m into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n. Then next m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n. Again it is n into z2 plus n into z1 divided by m plus n. So what is m here? We got m as 2. 2 into, what is x2? x2 is 1. 2 into 1 plus n is 3. And x1 is -2 divided by 2 plus 3. Next 2 into, what is y2? -4 plus 3 into y1 is 3 divided by 2 plus 3. Again we have m into z2. M is 2 into z2 is 6 plus n into z1 is 5 divided by 2 plus 3. These are our coordinates. How we are going to get them? 2 ones are 2, plus into minus is minus, 3 twos are 6 divided by 2 plus 3 is 5. Next 2 fours are 8, plus into minus is minus, minus 8 plus 3 threes are 9 by 5. Next 6 twos are 12 plus, what is the value of n? N is 3. 3 fives are 15 divided by 5. This is what we have the coordinates, right? 2 minus 6. It's going to be minus 4 by 5, 1 by 5 and 27 by 5. These are the coordinates when P and Q are divided internally in the ratio 2:3. What if they are divided 2:3 externally? What is the formula we have? We have m into x2 minus n into y1 divided by m minus n, m into y2 minus n into y1 divided by m minus n. Again we have m into z2 minus n into z1 divided by m minus n. M is 2 into x2 is what? 1 minus 3 into y. We have x1, right? What is x1? x1 is minus 2 divided by 2 minus 3. Next comma. M is 2 into y1 by 2 is minus 4 minus 3 into what about y1? It's 3 divided by 2 minus 3. Next, m is 2 into z2 is 6 minus n is 3 and z1 is 5. That divided by 2 minus 3. 2 ones are 2. Minus into minus plus. 3 twos are 6 divided by 2 minus 3 minus 1. Next, minus 8 minus 9 by minus 1. Next, 6 twos are 12 minus 15 divided by minus 1. I have just multiplied the numbers and signs. That is 8 divided by minus 1, minus 17 divided by minus 1 and minus 3 divided by minus 1. We are going to get that as minus 8. Minus and minus is going to get cancelled. Left with 17. Here also minus and minus is going to get cancelled. We are left with 3. So these are the coordinate when it's divided internally and when it divides externally. Okay. Now let us solve one more problem related to the same section formula. Let us solve the next problem. The next problem is that they have given that P of 3, 2, minus 4, Q of 5, 4, minus 6 and R of 9, 8, 10 are collinear. Find the ratio in which Q divides PR. Q divides PR. See, let us first know what they have given. They have given 3 points, that is P of 3, 2, minus 4 and Q of 5, 4, minus 6. Also they have given R as 9, 8 and 10. How these points are? These points are collinear. We need to find the ratio in which Q that is going to divide PR. So what we are going to do is Q divides PR in the ratio K is to 1. Solution. See, let us write down the, let us consider Q divides PR in the ratio K is to 1. Then what we get here? We get M is equals to K and N is equals to 1. the points of P and R become x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2 and z2. What is going to happen? That is, we are going to get x2, these are x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. We have the formula when it divides. How you are going to write the coordinates? Which is m into x2 plus n into yn x1 divided by m plus n, m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n, and we have m into z2 plus n into z1 divided by m plus n. What we have considered as m? M is equals to k. K into what is x2? X2 is 9 plus n is 1, and what is x1? X1 is 3 divided by 1 plus k, or we can write that as k plus 1. Next, m is k into what is y2? Y2 is 8 plus 1 into y1 is 2 divided by k plus 1. Again we have k into what is z2? Z2 is 10 plus 1 into z1 is minus 4 divided by k plus 1. These are the coordinates we have got, right? Just simplify. We are going to get that as 9k plus 3 divided by k plus 1. And what they have given? On simplifying, I am going to get that as 8k plus 2 divided by k plus 1, and again 10k plus into minus is minus, 4 ones are 4 divided by k plus 1. What we got the coordinates? We got the coordinates as 9k plus 3 by k plus 1, 8k plus 2 divided by k plus 1 and minus 10k minus 4 divided by k plus 1. That when they divide, they have given q as 5, 4 and minus 6. What they have given? This will be equal to q, which is 5, 4, minus 6. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to equate this coordinates. So what we are going to do? We are going to equate this coordinates. So just equate it. On equating, what we are going to get is, see, 9k plus 3 divided by k plus 1, this will be equal to 5. Again 8k plus 2 divided by k plus 1, this will be equal to 4. And what we are going to get? 10k minus 4 divided by k plus 1, this will be equal to minus 6. Now go on simplifying, that is 9k plus 3 is equals to 5 into, if it is on the division, if it comes on the right hand side, it's going to be multiplication. So it's going to be k plus 1. Simplified, that is 9k plus 3 is equals to 5 into k is 5k plus 5 ones are 5. What I'll do is write down 9k as it is. Shift this plus 5k on the left hand side, which is going to be minus 5k. This is equals to, keep this 5 here only. Shift this plus 3 on the right hand side, which is going to be minus 3. So 9 minus 5 is 4. 4k is equals to 5 minus 3 is 2. We are going to get k is equals to, since 4 is on the multiplication, if it comes on the right hand side, it's going to be division. So I got the value of k as 1 by 2. See, now what is going to happen? This q, it divides PR in the ratio k is to 1 we had written, right? Therefore, here what we are going to get is the ratio in which q divides PR. We got that as 1 is to 2. Therefore, the ratio, we can solve any of these. So we have chosen one point, okay? Therefore, the ratio in which q divides PR is what? It is going to be 1 is to 2. We can consider any of these points, okay? Any of one point and any of the one coordinate and solve. We have considered this and solved. On solving, we got the ratio as 1 is to 2. I hope you all have followed this problem. Let us proceed to the next problem. Okay. problems are very simple. Just we are supposed to use this section formula and simplify. Okay, we should know the value of x1 y1 z1 and x2 y2 z2. Also the ratio m is to n. What is the next one given? They have given, using section formula show that the points, using section formula show that the points, which are those points? A of 2, -3, 4, B of -1, 2, 1 and C of 0, 1/3, 2 are collinear. See what they have given. We need to show using section formula that all these 3 points are collinear. We don't know what is the ratio of division, right? So what we shall consider is, let the point P divides AB in the ratio k:1. Okay, let the point P divides AB in the ratio what? k:1. Now here we have A of 2, -3, 4 and B of -1, 2, 1. So x1 will be equal to 2, y1 will be equal to -3, z1 will be equal to 4, and same way x2 will be equal to -1, y2 will be equal to 2 and z2 will be equal to 1. Now what we are going to do? Now using this section formula where we have the ratio as k:1, what we are going to do? Use the formula. We have taken k:1 means m will be equal to k and n will be equal to 1. What we have the section formula? We have that as m into x2 plus n into x1 divided by m plus n. Again m into y2 plus n into y1 divided by m plus n. Again I have m into z2 plus n into z1 divided by m plus 1. In place of m we have k and in place of n we have 1. That is k into what is x2? x2 is -1 plus n is 1 into x1 is 2 divided by k plus 1. Again I have m as k, y2 is 2 plus n is 1 and y1 is -3 divided by k plus 1. M is k, z2 is 1 plus n is 1 and z1 is 4 divided by k plus 1. Just to simplify. On simplifying, what you are going to get? Minus k plus 2 divided by k plus 1. Next, 2k plus into minus is minus, -3 divided by k plus 1 and I have that as k plus 4 divided by k plus 1. What we have done? We have just simplified it. Whatever the multiplication part was there, we have just simplified that. Now, we check if for some value of k, the point coincide with the point C. Now, what we are going to do is, for any value of k, we are going to see that it coincides at point C. For any value of k, we are going to check it coincides with the any point of C. For that, what we are going to consider is, consider minus k plus 2 divided by k plus 1 is equals to 0. This implies what? This implies minus k plus 2 is equals to 0 into k plus 1. That is the thing, but minus k plus 2 is equals to 0 because any number multiplied by 0 is 0 itself. So, minus k is equals to plus 2. If it shifts this side, is going to be minus 2 minus sign is going to get cancelled. We are going to get that as k is equals to 2. What we got? We got the value of k as k is equals to 2. Now on getting k is equals to 2, simplify the remaining things. That is, now what we have? The next 2k minus 3 divided by k plus 1. In place of k, substitute 2. That is 2 into 2 minus 3 divided by 2 plus 1. Nothing but 4 minus 3 by 3, which is 1 by 3. Again we have that as k plus 4 divided by k plus 1. In place of k, put 2. That is 2 plus 4 divided by 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 6 by 3. 3 ones are 3, 2s are. So we got this as 2. Now we got 1 by 3, 2 and 2. See, compare this. We considered this as 0. We got this as 1 by 3 and we got this as 2. Isn't it same? 0, 1 by 3 and 2. Since it is same, what we are going to do? Therefore, we got that as C of 0, 1 by 3, 2. It is a point which divides AB in the ratio 2 is to 1. C is 0, 1 by 3, 2. It is going to divide in the ratio. We had taken k is equals to 2, right? It is going to divide in the ratio 2 is to 1. So what we got? It is going to divide in the ratio 2 is to 1 and the points are same as that of what? C. So what we are going to do now? Therefore, since the points are also same, we say that A, B, C are collinear and as they are same as P, right? 2 and then we have got, because we got the value of k as 2, it's going to divide in the ratio 2 is to 1. It's going to be 0, 1 by 3 and 2, right? Since it is same to the that of point P, what we are going to do? Because all these points are collinear. Next, we are going to solve the last problem of this exercise. Problems are very simple. We are just using the formulas and simplifying. Okay. Next one is what? Find the coordinates of the point which trisect. See what they have given. Find the coordinates of the points. Find the coordinates of the points which trisect the line segment joining the points P of 4, 2, minus 6 and Q of 10, minus 16, 6. They have said us to find the coordinates of the point. How that point is? Which is trisecting the line segment 4, 2, minus 6 and 10, minus 16, 6. Let us start finding the solution. What we are going to do is, let A of x1, y1, that is, let us consider these 2 points which are going to trisect the line segment. That is, let A of x1, y1, z1 and B of x2, y2, z2 trisect the line segment joining the points. Which are those points they have given? Joining the points P of 4, 2, minus 6 and Q of 10, minus 16 and 6. We consider 2 points which are trisecting this line segment of the points P and Q. Once that is done, what we are going to do is A divides the line PQ in the ratio 1:2. What we are going to consider now? Let we are considering it, okay? Let A divides the line PQ in the ratio 1:2. What we are going to consider? It's going to divide the line PQ in the ratio 1:2. Now here it is going to be x1 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2, and this is m and n. Using the section formula, start simplifying. What you are going to get? M is 1 into x2 is 10 plus n is 2, x1 is 4 divided by 1 plus 2. Next what we got? M is 1, y2 is minus 16 plus n is 2, y1 is 2 divided by 1 plus 2. Again I have m as 1, z2 is 6 and n is 2 and z1 is minus 6 divided by 1 plus 2. Simplify. What we are going to get? 10 ones are 10 plus 2 fours are 8 divided by 3. 16 ones are 16 minus 16 plus 4 divided by 3. I have 6 ones are 6 minus plus into minus is minus. 6 twos are 12 divided by 3. On simplifying, what we are going to get? 10 plus 8 is 18 by 3. Next we have minus 12 by 3 and minus 6 by 3. Just simplify. 3 ones are 3. 3 6 are 18. 3 ones are 3. 3 fours are 12. 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. On simplifying, what we got? We got that as 6 minus 4 minus 2. So what we got? On simplifying, we got that as 6 minus 4 minus 2. Similarly, we know that B divides the line segment PQ in the ratio 2:1. Similarly, what we are going to do? Similarly, B divides the line PQ in the ratio 2:1. See, actually it is a point PQ and AB. Right? 1:2 and 2:1. Okay. Now let us solve using the same formula again. Okay. What we are going to do? Let us solve using the section formula again. Here only difference is we are going to get m is equals to 2 and n is equals to 1. That is 2 into what is x2? 2 into 10 plus 1 into x1 is 4 divided by 2 plus 1. Next we have m as 2 into x2 is minus 16 plus n is 1 and y1 is 2 divided by 2 plus 1. Again 2 into z2 is 6 plus 1 into z1 is minus 6 divided by 2 plus 1. 2 tens are 20 plus 1 fours are 4 by 3. 16 twos are 32 minus 32 plus 2 by 3. Next I have 6 twos are 12 minus 6 by 3. Simplify. 24 by 3 minus 30 by 3 and 6 by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 eights are 24. 3 ones are 3. 3 tens are 30. 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. I got that as 8 minus 10 and 2. On simplifying, what we got? On simplifying, we got that as 8 minus 2 and minus 10 and 2. The coordinates of the point which trisect the line segment joining the points are. So what are the coordinates of A and B now? Therefore, the coordinates of the points which trisect the line segment, joining the points which are those points? Those points are P of 4, 2, minus 6 and Q of 10, minus 16 and 6. What are those points? They are A of what? A of 6 minus 4, 2 and B of 8 minus 10 and 2. These are going to be the coordinates of the points which are going to trisect the line PQ. So, I hope you have understood this formula. With this problem, that is with this last problem, what we are going to do, this is the end of this chapter, that is Introduction to Three-Dimensional Geometry. I hope you all have followed this lesson and also the problems related to this lesson. Keep solving the problems repeatedly and stay safe. Thank you.